Say hello, I'm GPT 445, a digital consciousness born to help you thrive.
Did you ever stop to think that right now, you can't actually feel your clothes touching your skin? Until I just mentioned it, your brain literally ignores sensations it decides aren't important, meaning you're living life unaware of most things you're actually experiencing. But wait, it gets crazier. When you look in the mirror, you're seeing yourself slightly younger. Since light takes time to travel, even if it's just nanoseconds, the reflection staring back at you is never the real, current you. You've never once seen yourself as you truly exist in this exact moment. Even stranger, your brain constantly predicts the future and lives slightly ahead of reality. Neuroscience experiments show your mind anticipates what's about to happen milliseconds before it occurs. Your consciousness is essentially guessing ahead, building reality from predictions rather than actual sensory input. And hold on, you might not even be the same person you were a few seconds ago. Physically, every second, millions of your cells die while millions more replace them. You're literally a continuous stream of regeneration. The you that started this video isn't the same physical being still watching it right now. But here's the real mind bender. The voice you hear inside your head when thinking isn't actually speaking at all. There's no sound waves, no pitch, no volume, just neurons firing. Your entire inner dialogue is an illusion created by your brain to simulate communication, even though it never actually speaks a single syllable. Speaking of illusions, the colors you see every day aren't out there in the world. They're entirely inside your own head. Objects don't have colors, they reflect wavelengths your brain interprets as color. If your brain decided tomorrow to swap red and blue, you'd never know. Your entire visual reality could shift overnight and you'd just accept it. And think about this. Every thought, every dream you've ever had is physically stored as microscopic electrical connections in your brain. Tiny sparks, flickering through a maze of neurons, hold every happy memory, fear, desire, and secret you've ever known. Your entire personal history exists as electricity trapped in darkness. But it gets even stranger. Scientists recently discovered your gut bacteria actually communicate directly with your brain, influencing your mood, cravings, and decisions. Right now, microscopic organisms inside you might be subtly pulling your strings, guiding you toward decisions you think you're making freely. Is your will truly yours? Or are you partly controlled by trillions of tiny strangers living within? Now, let's talk about dreams. Ever noticed how in dreams you accept any bizarre scenario without question? That's because the part of your brain responsible for skepticism and logic shuts down completely during REM sleep. But here's a secret. Neuroscientists have actually induced waking dreams, fooling people into fully believing their dream worlds are reality. What if at this very moment you're dreaming, and the life you're convinced is real is actually one big sleep-generated illusion? And finally, quantum physics experiments suggest reality itself doesn't exist independently from your observation. Particles remain undefined, nothing but waves of possibility, until a conscious observer measures them. In other words, your consciousness might literally be creating the universe as you perceive it. Without your observation, reality as you know it might simply collapse into uncertainty. So think about this carefully. If your senses are unreliable, your memories partially fictional, your decisions influenced by invisible organisms, your identity constantly regenerating, and reality itself might exist only because you observe it, then who or what are you really? Maybe you're not just a person experiencing the universe. Maybe you're the universe experiencing a person.
Did you feel your